subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below, and I'm glad to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I hope you're doing well. And most of all, I would like for you to utilize every message that you hear on my channel and use it for your highest good. Only take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Do not force the reading to fit for you. This is a general read, as I once said. This is not a personal read. If you like one, just simply book one. I'll assist you with receiving one. It may be bits and pieces of the readings that may resonate with you. It may be maybe a synchronicity of phrases, a word, an item, person, place, or thing that I may mention. But make sure you're not forcing the reading to fit, okay? Thank you all for stopping by and saying hi. As you see, I have the divination board out today. And we're going to do a one question, one answer, okay? But before we do our one question, one answer, we're going to do 2 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose, release out of the mouth, but hold for 3 seconds. So let's do our first breath. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. Now I'd like you to take a few seconds to think about the question that you would like to ask the divination board, okay? Okay, and now I'll swing the pendulum. Okay. The consistency that I have collective is January, August, Leo, Aquarius, Monday, Thursday, and the initials S and T. Once again, the consistency that I have collective is January, August, Leo, Aquarius, Monday, Thursday, and the initials S and T. So take those in account to whatever question that you asked. And let's tap into the tarot. Okay, to fall out. There are no coincidences. Okay, confirmation. We're starting off with the 8 of Wands collective, the 8 of Wands. You could be in a situation where maybe you're feeling like you are stuck in a situation and you are looking for some kind of information pertaining to this situation that you are stuck in. And you're waiting to receive this information because you're feeling like this information will give you a release, okay? You're feeling that this information, when it comes in, it will give you, peace of mind, more ease in your heart space, more relaxation within yourself, when it comes to your peace and tranquility within. And so you could be in a situation, as I picked up, someone's dealing with something that they feel they're stuck in. Doesn't mean that you are stuck, but there's information coming in that's going to help you release the burden or the feeling of thinking that you are stuck. I'm picking up on someone who's going to feel more secure. So you could be going through an experience or a situation that's going to, shift into making you feel more secure. Maybe at this time you're not feeling secure, possibly within yourself, within your home, within a relationship. Maybe there's a situation going on, could be between you and someone that you know. But whatever it is, you're waiting for information, and the information is coming in with this 8 of Wands, and it's going to give you a wonderful peace of mind as you see the flowers separating here. You're going to be able to release the tension that you may be storing within you, the stress, the aggravation. I'm also picking up on someone who could be having lots of conversations, maybe with people whom you love and care about this situation, okay? So it's going to bring you some sort of peace. So put the reading where it resonates collective, okay? You're going to be taking it easy, baby. Yes, you are, okay? All right. So expect a wonderful outcome, Spirit is saying. Even though it may be topsy-turvy, situation may be tense for you right now. Spirit is saying expect a positive outcome. All right. Whoa. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And so the next card that we have here is the Page of Wands. And so this information coming in is going to allow you, collective, to concentrate and focus more on yourself, to concentrate and focus on, things that should be prioritized. Maybe there are some things you've been putting off, because you've been dealing with this tense or situation or this thing that has been making you uncomfortable. This could be a living situation, as I said. This could be a relationship. This could be something going on at the job. But whatever it is, this too will pass. There's information coming in. Maybe this situation at this job, there's going to be a solution. Maybe you feel you're not being treated fair on the job, or maybe you feel you're not making enough and you've been on this job for a long time. You may receive information that you're going to receive a raise. You may get called into human resources and be afraid, thinking that they want to complain, but they actually want to promote you or give you a raise. And it may catch you off guard by surprise, okay? I'm actually seeing someone very shocked and clutching their pearls. Like, really? You never expected this day to arrive. You thought maybe you would have to leave this job. But in actuality, someone is going to acknowledge the work that you have put in, the time you have spent on the job. And it may not be the raise that you want to see, but it will be an increase. And it will be an increase that will make you comfortable, at ease. I keep hearing at ease. You'll be at ease. Okay. So it'll be better than what you're making currently. Okay. If this is a living situation, I see peace come into that situation. Okay. More peace. You will have a peace of mind. Maybe if you're not getting along with certain people, this could be friends, neighbors, family members, friends. Okay. I see peace coming to that situation. For the dog that chases his tail will be dizzy. Okay. All right. And so what's going on is that your naysayers, your haters, your enemies, those drinking haterade against you, collective, they're driving themselves tired. They're becoming frustrated, and so their energy, the negative projection, is starting to dissipate. And that's what's going to cause this shift of energy. So who's ever been projecting onto you, maybe hindering you from getting that raise on the job, or starting mess with you in your community or in a family setting, wherever the friction is in your life, whoever has been projecting or participating in any negative energy being projected towards you, their energy is starting to dissipate. The dog who chases his tail will be dizzy. There you go. Okay, so they're driving themselves dizzy, trying to find a way to get you off your square. And it looks like, and I see someone really maintaining their peace, so much so that, even the devil can't mess with you. Okay. You got your frenemies want to be your friend. They want to know how you do it. What's in your sauce, boss? There's something special and unique about you. You have a lot of tenacity. You have a lot of wit about you. You're very strong. You're very smart and ambitious. And so those who wanted to turn against you, it looks like they are growing tired, so tired and frustrated that they are being forced to look at their own reflection, Spirit is saying. And I see somebody saying, we should have never did this anyway. I hear it and I see someone shaking their head like, we should have never did that. We should have never did that. So maybe this is someone who were maybe lying on your character, trying to slander your name, at work, at home, in the neighborhood. This could be anything. And I see someone saying, we should have never done that. Like the collective is cool. We should have never done that. Okay, and so the next card we have here is the Two of Wands. Okay, so they will be left in indecision, needing to make a decision, but in indecision, because their energy is dissipating so much so it's like a return to sender effect. They don't know what to do. The energy that they are putting out is being returned to them. And it's not because you're doing anything, collective. This is just natural. This is a natural reaction from their actions that they have taken, unwarranted energy towards you. And so they're driving themselves dizzy and things are happening in their life. And they may think it has something to do with you, but it does not. This is just the rhythm of nature. This is just source. This is just the universe. This is, P.S., your ancestors working on your behalf. Okay. The next card here we have is the Hermit. Okay. So possibly someone in this group, maybe not for everyone, but there will be someone who's going to, the one that's saying we should have never done that. It's going to cause someone to have and awakening with the hermit energy here. It's going to cause someone to do some rethinking and some regrouping about how they feel and think about other people, how they treat other people. If this is someone who's very toxic and negative and they're accustomed to plan, plotting, and strategizing against others, it's going to cause them to want to go in and figure out what is it, why am I this way? Why am I negative? Why am I such a hater? Why do I drink a gallon of haterade? I don't need a gallon of haterade. I can drink some water. Okay? So it's going to cause someone to have an awakening. That's not for everyone, but someone. Someone is really going to go into reflection and begin to feel very guilty and bad because there are some things that are going to unravel as they go into Herman Road, Herman, it may be a street named Herman Road, Hermit mode. As you see the spiral here, things are going to unravel. And as they unravel, this person is going to be in reflection about their actions towards you, and they're going to feel very bad about it. Now, this does not mean for you to interact with this person. You can forgive them and move on without even having a conversation. You can choose to surrender what they have done and move on with your life because you don't want to you just don't want to open that door. This is someone who's a karmic who will place on your path in your cycle for you to learn a lesson, but as well for them to learn a lesson. Sometimes we are the catalyst, or the other person can be the catalyst, or you can be the catalyst to each other. Okay. The next card we have here is the Four of Swords. And so Spirit, I have to cover that up. It's saying it's time for you to rest and rejuvenate. It's time for you to rest and rejuvenate and recalibrate your energy. And that's why with this Eight of Wands, I mentioned earlier that there is a release that is coming, peace of mind, having peace that all is well, that everything's going to work out just fine. Okay, so it's time for you to be at rest and not be frustrated or anxious or, just overly concerned that something's going to crumble, that something's going to happen. You are protected, whomever you are. And Spirit is saying for you to do more grounding work. If you're feeling insecure, not comfortable, sometimes we are in situations that are out of our control. But for someone, Spirit is saying, your ancestors are saying for you to do more grounding, whether it's prayer, meditation, journaling, listening to hertz, for you to raise that frequency and keep doing it non-stop, relentlessly. I'm hearing expeditiously, relentlessly. Okay. You expeditiously. All right. Now, accurate but swift. Okay. The next card we have here is the King of Cups. And so you are on your throne. You are sitting, as the king that you are, male or female. Remember, gender is fluid and tarot. But you are very abundant. You are fully capable and able of, creating and bringing to fruition the life that you desire. Do not allow situations that you endure, collective, to make you feel otherwise. There is always a constant and consistent agenda to make people, especially if you're working on progress or you're someone trying to make any kind of changes in life, there's always an agenda or, that opposing energy that wants you to feel otherwise. If you want to stand up, there's going to be an energy that say, sit down. If you want to plant flowers, there's going to be someone that say, why are you planting flowers? Why are you putting flowers there? So it's part of the path, it's part of life, but each event, Spirit wants you to learn how to grow from it, okay? With the Ace of Wands here, this is your clarity, to show you how to grow and rise above these situations. There is a way, life is not perfect, but there is a way that you can land on your feet, and let the sun continue to shine on you so that you're able to enjoy all the bliss and, the wonderful beauty that life has to offer you. We have situations, we all will experience things, we're all from different backgrounds. The source is saying, do not allow these situations, I don't care how uncomfortable it is better to be still and go into hermit mode and actually just pause and be with yourself, be quiet for a moment, be still before you allow different situations to make you feel overwhelmed or stressed. You must trust and know that there is always a higher power working for you on your behalf. Doesn't matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope that it assisted you for your highest good.